Hello, 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 and welcome. Thank you all for joining today. This is our second Get Fit Friday. As note, this event is being recorded, so if you do not wish to be recorded, please go ahead and drop now. Also, wanting to kind of test my chat here. If I could get somebody to drop a hello or something in the chat, make sure that you can see it. That way you can post any questions or thoughts throughout. Perfect. Thank you very much, Miss Dees. I appreciate it. Um, as we know, working here with teams, sometimes we have some issues with teams not acting properly. So our coach for today is having such issues. So he is restarting his computer and hopefully will join us in a moment. Just to kind of catch everyone up to speed here, I'm sharing on the screen our Get Fit Friday. This has definitely been an event that we were hoping would catch on, and then absolutely it did. So we are super excited that everyone, we have more attendees, it seems, that every time we do this, and so we are looking to continue to do this at least on a monthly basis where you guys can join and get some tips and different little exercises and stuff that you could do. So hang on to that for sure. For those, if this is your first time, I want to introduce you to our coach, Coach Rico Griffin. He is personal trainer and track coach. He has been with AT&T for 22 years. And he is a Gulf Coast native in Gulfport, Mississippi. Also, his day job, he works in the office of the president. Been a track coach since 2003, personal trainer since 2008. Inducted recently into the Gulfport Sports Hall of Fame for his efforts in track. Has two kiddos, a daughter 22 and a son 21, diehard LSU and New Saints fan, New Orleans Saints fan, and a avid gamer, and also a member of the Network Mississippi chapter. So just to share that little bit of information with you guys about him today, for those who haven't met him. Secondly, just a quick little recap from last week. I do apologize that we weren't able to send out the recording and the notes again. Just a few technical glitches, but we do have those things available for you. But just so I can share here on the screen with you so you guys can see a little bit of recap of what we did last week, covering more efficient ways to burn body fat, talking about burning fat and what you should prioritize when doing resistance training. We also talked about achieving your target heart rate for maximum calorie burning during your exercise sessions, which again, we will share those same documents and pictures and things that we shared before. So you guys will have those for later. Then we discussed the benefits of adding resistance bands and strength training to your standard cardio routine to promote longer lasting effects of your weight loss body shaping journey. And then lastly, I think we talked about or touched on briefly the best core exercises, and we have them listed here: the bicycle crunches, the exercise ball crunches, V-ups, captain's chair or reverse crunches, straight leg crunches, and those wonderful planks that we all love so much. Today, Coach Rico is going to follow up with you guys specifically about side bends, because someone had a question about that, and your metabolism, on how to eat for maximum efficiency. And we are going to jump into a little workout for today. So not to give away too much of what you guys are going to be doing today, but we will be focusing on the arms and shoulders and going to give you the whole list of the exercises that he goes through today. We're going to share that entire list with you. So I am going to stop sharing for a moment because I do believe that we have Coach Griffin has been able to join us. Hey, Coach, you there?
I am here. Can you hear me?
I can. Wonderful, wonderful. All right.
Yeah, so
Um,
I am currently having some technical difficulties with my camera. My sincerest apologies. Just if you all would just bear with me one moment, I'm trying to get this resolved so I can share these exercises with you. So just bear with me here.
I see we got everybody's saying hi. Hey Chris. Thank you for joining. Vanetta, Stephanie, Angela from Seattle. Okay. Hello everyone. Thank you guys again for joining and we appreciate your patience. Hopefully we will get our camera issue resolved momentarily, or we will pull a little switcheroo and get change out a camera real quick so we can get going. While we're waiting, I guess we could take an opportunity to pop in the chat. Now you know a little bit about what we are going to be doing today. Does anybody have any questions specifically top of mind that you want to go ahead and drop in the chat so that we can make sure that Coach Rico answers those questions for you?
Okay. Well, while my camera is connecting, I did get a few messages after the session last week where I had a few people asking me about metabolism and what's the best way to get that going and revved up. So I will say this about metabolism, like when you're eating, it definitely you want to eat good. You know, you want to cut out your sweets and your fats as best you can. You can't do away with them completely, but just kind of monitor that. But more importantly, it's about when you eat. You Metabolism is like a fire. It's like a burning fire. You throw just enough wood on it to keep it burning. You throw too much wood on it, you're going to snuff it out. And of course, if you don't throw any wood on it, the fire is going to go out. So your metabolism, you want to keep it burning. You want to, eat small meals or snack throughout the day with healthy snacks like complex carbs. Nuts are a good nutritional item to keep metabolism going. So just think of metabolism as a just like I say, like a fire. You just want to keep stoking it and keep throwing logs on it. Not too much and not too little. Just a little bit here and there to keep it going. Um, Also, when I was talking about the best core exercises, someone asked me about side bends because you can't look at too many workout videos. You see someone holding a dumbbell or a plate out to their side and they're just rocking side to side, because those theory, in theory, you look at that and you say, okay, that's working my obliques, which is the sides of the waist. However, side bends are not very effective um, for that. The muscle group that actually moves your body from side to side is it's going to be your lower back, and those muscles are responsible for moving your body side to side, not your obliques. Your obliques kind of wrap around from your rib cage to your pelvic muscle. So the best way, again, like I said, that's why I stated that the bicycle crunch is the best exercise for your total core because it incorporates the movement needed to work the obliques, which is moving your one shoulder to the opposite hip. And that's how your oblique muscles actually grow. And you want to use those muscles to say move in tandem with that actual functionality. And so when I say, okay, make sure no question. Okay. Um, with that being said, the side bends definitely are not very functional and should not really be a part of the exercises. You can test this too, by the way. If you The next time you're taking out groceries, bringing groceries in, hold heavy bags out to your sides and walk, and you'll notice because this simulates the side bend motion, and you'll notice that your lower back is actually beginning to get sore and fatigued, and not your oblique. So, if you just want to test it out yourself. Um, and if anyone has any questions about that, please feel free to drop it in the chat. Okay. All right. Can you all hear me? Okay. I'm gonna try something else with my camera, so just bear with me one moment here. All right. You guys see me? Awesome. Awesome. All right. All right. There you go. All right. So this is going to be a seated shoulder and arm workout with your resistance bands. All right. So what we're going to do, and this is going to be a bridge version. I'm going to post the full workout in the chat, but this is just an abridged version. So what we're going to do first, when we're doing this exercise session, is that you want to warm up your shoulders, specifically the rotator cuffs. Rotator cuffs can be damaged pretty easily, so you just want to warm those up. Arms out to the side, and just going to go forward in a circle. All right. So you want to warm that rotator cuff up, get that blood flowing to those shoulders. All right. All right. Generally want to do this for about 20 seconds. All right. Going to get that blood flowing. All right, I'm going to stop. I'm going to go in reverse, go backwards. All right, you get the shoulders warmed up. Now, because we are doing a shoulder and arm exercise today, you also want to warm up your elbow joint because we're going to do a little bending. And you absolutely want to warm your elbow joint up too, just to prevent injury. All right, so if you have your bands, you're going to put your bands right here on your chest. All right, just like this. And you're just gonna go one arm, whatever arm you like to do first, one arm at a time. Just gonna pull it out slightly till you get a little resistance, and you're just gonna pulse. Just a slight movement. Pulse. Warm up that elbow joint. Generally want to do this for about 20 seconds as well. All right. Nice and warmed up. I'm going to switch arms. All right. Just going to pulse and warm that elbow joint. All right. Now that we're all warmed up, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the exercises. All right. So what we're going to do first are um, single arm shoulder presses. And what you want to do is take your band like this, one hand facing up, one hand facing down. The hand facing up is the arm that we're working. Okay. You're going to put this arm facing down on your knee. Should be on your knee. All right. You want to have your hand probably about up to shoulder level. And what you're going to do is just going to press up, back down, up, back down. And we're going to do 12 of these. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. And now we're going to switch places. I'm going to switch arms. All right. Okay. Same thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Should be feeling it a little bit in your shoulders. Like I said, we're going to do an abridged version of this, but generally, when you're doing this on your own, you want to do 2 sets of that. All right. Next exercise is going to be single arm front raises. All right. Same hand position. One hand facing up, one hand facing down. All right. You're going to put your hand on your knee again. All right. But this time, you're going to come up. Keep your arm straight. And just going to come up a little bit past your head, just up and down, up and down. And we're going to do 12 of these. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Switch hands. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Definitely should be feeling it in your shoulders now. All right. Next exercises are going to be side raises. So what you're going to do is make sure your band is flat. You're going to grab it like this, and you're going to put one hand on your opposite hip. So like so, I'm going to be doing this is working my right arm. So I'm going to take my left hand and put it on my right hip. All right, right here. And you're just going to take your arm, stretch it out to your side, straight out to your side. You're just going to come up and down. You don't want to come down to where the band starts to get jiggly. You want to keep at least a little resistance on it. So keep it a little tight. So you're going to do up and down. And we're going to do 12 of those. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. So switch it around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Take those shoulders out. Definitely should be burning by now. Take it out. Okay. Now, for this, these are called reverse flies. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to loop it under the back of your leg. All right. The back of your knee. You're going to loop it under the back of your knee. Make sure that the band stays flat. All right. So just keep your legs bent at a 90-degree angle. And you just want to slightly bend over. And slightly bent over. It's just going to come out to the side. It's similar to what we just did, except you're bending over slightly, which changes the portion of the shoulder that's being worked. This is for beginners, yes. Oh, and also now if it's getting a little too hard, the bands they should have different resistance levels. You probably would want to start off with the lightest resistance level. All right, so I'm going to bend over. Same thing. Going to do 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Okay, you're going to switch legs, loop it under the opposite leg, and you're going to do the other side. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Good job. Good job. All right. So now we're going to do what we call vertical shoulder rotations. This is for the rotator cuff. Rotator cuffs, again, like I said, very important. They cause a lot of problems when they're not trained properly. You see a lot of people with shoulder pain and shoulders that start to protrude forward a little bit. This will help to delay that as much as possible. Strengthen that rotator. All right, so what you're going to do, you're going to take your bands, make sure it's flat. So opposite hand to opposite hip, I'm going to go left hand to my right hip. I'm going to bend my arm at a 90-degree angle, bending. And all you're going to do is rotate your hand up. All right, we're going to do 10 of these, okay? So up and down, up and down. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, I'm going to switch it up. Same thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Now we're going to do a horizontal shoulder rotation. So basically, you're going to take your band, you're going to hold it here with your arms down by your side, and you're going to rotate out. So just like this, but you want to keep your arms bent, 90-degree angle. Just going to rotate out like this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, switch it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, and for the final shoulder exercise, we're going to do lawnmowers. Just like the name implies, that's what the movement entails. So you're going to take your band and put it under your foot, under the middle of your foot. Make sure it's flat. All right. And the foot that you have it on, that's the arm you're going to use. And these are going to be done one at a time. So basically, just like the name implies, it's like you're starting a lawnmower. You just pull it up and down, up and down, up and down. Gonna do 10 of these. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, now switch it up. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So that does it for the shoulder exercises. We're going to go through the arm movements really quickly because I see we're approaching the time here. So what we're going to do first are cross body arm extensions. This is for the back of your arms, the triceps, which a lot of people generally don't know is that you see specifically guys who want to make their arms big, but they always focus on the bicep. The tricep actually makes up the majority of the arm. The bicep only makes up a small portion of the arm. And again, remember, larger muscles burn more fat and calories overall, just when you're resting. So you definitely want to focus on those triceps. So what we're going to do first, cross body extension. So put your arms out to the side. Band should be right in the middle of your chest. One arm at a time. Just going to go out. Just going to straighten your arm, okay? You're generally going to do 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. And the next one, it's going to be the overhead tricep extension. So what you're going to do is take your band, going to hold it on your shoulder. I'm just going to go through this real quick. I'm not going to do both arms because we are at the time. So just going to put your hand on your shoulder, just going to go straight up, just like this. Bending arm to straight arm. All right. And then if you were doing the other arm, just switch it up. All right. And for the final exercise is the bicep curl. You would take your band, put it under your foot. All right. And you can sit down and do this, preferably, but all you're going to do is just curl your arm, just like this, just curl up. But you will be doing it from a seated position. All right. Now, during these exercises, there should be 30 seconds to a minute between reps. and 1 to 3 minutes between sets. And there also should be 3 to 5 minutes between each additional exercise. All right, and that will conclude the training portion of it. And I will take questions now. If I do understand that we kind of went over, and my sincerest apologies for that. But I will take questions now. Okay, so the sweets. I will post a response to that in the chat. Okay. All right. Does anyone have any questions about the exercises? Oh, and actually, you know what? I will go ahead and Benetta and address the sweets portion of that. So your body's going to naturally crave sweets. So it's like really, it's almost automatic. Um, but what you can do, what I find is that foods with crunch will sometimes kind of stave off that sweet craving, stuff like mangoes, apples, cucumbers, any kind of fruit or vegetable with crunch that are crunchy. That can often stave off your sweet cravings. And what I do is I eat like the mango spears and I dip them in my yogurt. I generally get like the no-fat Greek yogurt, and I would just dip it in my yogurt and eat those like that. That kind of that kills my cravings. Um, so that's I recommend to try that. Uh, for strength training, 3 days a week, minimum 3 days a week. I would also recommend giving your body a full recovery day every week where you don't do anything. Now you could mix that up with your cardio, but at least give your body one full day of recovery. And you can do strength workouts on days you do your cardio, but always remember, do your cardio after your strength training. All right. Do we have any other questions? Okay, I'm going to give it back to Miss McCray, and thank you all for coming out. Next week, we'll be going over lower body exercises, and I'll be discussing general uh, core recommendations. I know I posted about the core exercises, but there's a specific order that kind of maximizes that. So I'll talk about that next week. So thank you all, and oh yeah, definitely love the pink chair. I'm going to give it back over to Miss McCray, and thank you all.
Thank you guys. We are already over time. I appreciate you so much. And we look forward to catching up with you guys next week. We will post the survey in the chat momentarily. Y'all have a great day.